Hi Shiners, happy Saturday. I wanted to pop on here really quick and talk to you about something that I have kind of started doing over the past couple of months and why I'm doing it a little more aggressively now. So I had kind of been doing it, but then I watched a video from Debbie Pitts Palmer not too long ago about how she constantly has multiple shopping links or parties or whatever you want to call them open where she's the consultant. So she says she likes to have 3 open like at all time just to catch random orders so she can try to get all of them to 500, right? And so I started kind of watching the past couple of months my catch-all parties. So if you're not familiar with that term, at the beginning of the month, I open a shopping link and I choose myself as the consultant. And I usually name it something like April's orders or online orders, click here, or maybe I'll say like hop into April or do some kind of fun thing, but it's not a party. It's not for a hostess. It's not a referral link for someone I know. It's just that main shopping link that you want to have open at all times, just so when people are like, hey, I need to order, you can send them that shopping link so you can collect your rewards, right? And cash in. That's one of our consultant perks, right? Well, if you think about it, you really don't want any parties to go over, any shopping links for yourself to go over $500, okay? Because for every $500, that's gonna like max out the top tier of rewards in regards to your half offs, okay? Because with every party, you have a perpetual party reward, right? So for example, if I have one shopping link open and I let it get to $1,000, then I've got the credit, right, for the $1,000, whatever that is. What is it, 15% times 15%? Yeah, $150. So I have $150 in credit. I have 4 half offs and I have my perpetual party reward, right? But if I do 2 $500 parties, then I've got times 15%, right? 75. Yeah, so I still have my $150 in credit. I want to make sure I was right before I said that out loud. I still have my $150 in credit, but now I have, it is 4, right? Watch me. I just want to make sure. I don't know why. I've been at the baseball fields all day today, so all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, that's right? Let me just look. Three. Okay, so it's 3. All right. So 500, so I've got the $150 in credit. If I have 2 $500 parties, I have $150 in credit. And then I have 6. So instead of 3 half off items and a perpetual party reward, I now have 6 half off items and 2 perpetual party rewards. Does that make sense? So you're getting the same amount of credit if you split up your parties, but you're getting more half offs, right? And the best part about it is that you now have 2 free kits that you can give away if you're going to give away your rewards, right? Instead of just having one host exclusive join kit, you now have 2 because you have 2 separate parties. So I wanted to just show you really quick what I do when that happens. So I'm going to flip my camera around really quick. All right, so when you're on your website and you click My Parties, it lists all of the parties that you have, right? So if you see here, I have 2 that says online orders, click here, because I actually just created another party, because I noticed this link right here that I have has hit $500. And so I'm like, oh, well, I want to cut that off, and I want to open up another link and start collecting orders under this link until it gets to $500, right? But to not confuse people, I only want one of them showing. So then what I'm going to do is go back to my workstation and open orders. And then here's the one that I just made today. So this is the one that's reached the 500, and I'm just going to go to edit details, walk through the steps again, right? And I'm going to come down here to end date, because originally I had it set to the end at the end of May because I didn't know how long it was going to take to get to $500 on that link. So I'm just going to go ahead and, what's today's date? The 24th? I'm actually going to move it to like Friday. So I changed the date to where it ends like yesterday, because when I do that, I'll click continue. It'll say invalid. That's totally fine. But then I don't know if it'll still show it on here. Oh, no, it does. It still does. It's because I have to clear it out and do it again. But now when your customers click on my parties, it's only going to show this one, because this one, since the date has ended, it's no longer going to show up on your website. This one's going to go away when I close out of my browser and reopen it. Okay. So does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you guys. So now I'm going to have, and I've been doing it this month. Let me show you this. So like I started this month with April online orders here. That's usually what I call mine, right? And so this got to 500, I don't know, last week, maybe a week or so ago. So I opened up this one. Now this one's already to 500, and so now I've opened up this one. So these don't show on my website anymore, but they're there, and they're ready for me to close out. And then once this one gets to 500, I'll do the exact same thing as I just did. So I hope that makes sense. That way it gives you more half-offs to use, you know, which obviously you can use for prizes or for samples or to stock up on your own stuff. If there's a product that you haven't tried before, I recommend using your rewards for that so you can try it and speak to it. And then my hope is that I will find some people to give these kits away to. And so I typically leave these open. They can be open for 90 days. So I typically leave them open usually not longer than a month after they've ended, right after I've reached that $500. And whenever I want to put in like a bulk order of my own or whatnot, I've got free shipping sitting there waiting on me on 2 separate orders. So that's what I've been doing. It seems to make a lot of sense in my head. And so I know some of you might not be to that point yet, to where you're like, well, dang, it would take me 3 months alone to get to, you know, $500 one time, and that's totally fine. So please don't compare yourself or anything like that. I've been doing this for a long time, have built up a very loyal customer base. So, especially with all the LTOs and stuff coming out, I can typically get a couple of parties doing it this way, since I'm usually doing 20 to 2,500 PRV a month. So if you have any questions about any of that, just let me know. Thanks, guys.